Okay, welcome everybody to another Modo League. Going to be running some more Mono Black Scam through today. This is just Selfeisek's latest list. Played this a few times for the channel before, so if you're interested in more about the deck, do go and check out the other videos. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're doing very well today. So yeah, just going to get straight in today. We've got one lander and it's known as a Saga, so I'm going to mulligan this one. This deck's been forming quite well for me. This hand it's a bit gross because we don't. I think I'm going to mulligan again. We're not doing anything. If we get Thoughtseize or something, like if one of these lands was a black card, I'd be well into this hand. But I think we're going to have to go to 5. Okay, this hand is better. So definitely bottoming a land. I think I'm just going to I don't think I want to bottom 2 lands. It's definitely the Marsh Flats. Is it then Cling to Dust? Cling to Dust can draw us a card. Is it just a Saga? So we can go Cling to Dust turn 1. Yeah, I think I am going to bottom a Saga actually. So here we need to lead off with the Urborg, because so that we can use as a Saga on turn 2 to play Dauthi Voidwalker. See what the opponent's got. We're probably Cling to Dusting anything here. Commercial District, so it could be a range of things. Right, so it looks like creativity. I'm going to use the Cling to Dust here just to draw a card, because it's unlikely that they're on the Persist plan. That's not massively common. And we've got this Dauthi Voidwalker anyway. So yeah, now we're just going to slam Urza Saga. Would love to find like a Thoughtseize or something, really. Okay, Grief does fit the bill. So let's go Saga, Voidwalker. Because now if we can go, I don't know, they have to not kill this, but what we want to do ideally is draw a black card and then just go Grief and then take a Archon or something, cast it with Voidwalker. Ooh, pick your poison main deck is pretty rough. Okay, they put something on top. Okay, not dead after all. So here, I think I just want to, if we attack, well, yeah, I think I'm just going to attack. That way we can hold up Not Dead After All on the Voidwalker, and then if we find another black card, we can Grief Scam potentially. Okay. Don't just want to lose our Voidwalker to Bolt or something. Okay, Malakir Rebirth is perfect. So let's go Swamp, Grief, Exile, Malakir Rebirth. Yeah, that one's worse. So, yep. If they respond by bolting the Voidwalker, I think I'm just going to Not Dead After All the Voidwalker, because then we might get something really good from Grief. I'd rather have Voidwalker in play. Do we think? If they exiled anything, what do we want to Not Dead After All? If we do this and they have a Bolt, that's really bad. Let's just, I think I'm going to go for that. The upside is just so high. Like the upside of them having like Archon or something. Don't know, maybe we were just meant to double grief them. Okay, well they have the double Archon and persist. What's demand answers? Sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. Okay, well we'll take the Archon. So, thinking about this, do we want to attack with our Mishra's Factory? So if they find a sacrifice effect, I don't think I'm going to, because if they find some sort of sacrifice effect, then having Mishra's Factory to sacrifice is really good. Demand answers is interesting. Obviously the opponent really needs to find... Okay, they discard persist. They really need to find an answer to this Void Walker, otherwise we're going to Archon them this turn. Looks like they don't find a land. So they are on the persist plan. So the problem with just making an Archon, actually... Ooh, this is a little bit awkward. Because... Oh, they discarded the persist. So that's good for us. So I think I'm just going to make the Archon. And then see what we draw. Or we could go Liliana plus first. So we go Lily plus... Let's make the Archon. Okay. Cast this. I think we'll play the Liliana because we can sacrifice that to the opposing Archon. Okay, they discard an Archon. We draw Bowmaster. So, if we go... No, okay, so now what we want to do is just wait. Because if the opponent goes for their own Archon, we flash in Bowmasters and sacrifice the... actually, we probably don't. We probably just... Well, actually, that's a bit awkward. Okay, they do persist. Can't do anything about it. So now we go flash in Bowmasters. Ping the opponent. Make the Orc. Sacrifice the Orc. Have to discard Liliana, which is unfortunate. Really need the opponent to not have something to kill our Archon. Okay, looks like we're going to get to attack. We'd like to draw a land, really. We'll attack with everything. Delphi Void Walker is such a broken card sometimes. Like, yeah. I'd like to draw a land for our Cling to Dust. Stop them persisting. Thoughtseize also works. They go to 3. Thoughtseize you. So they have another persist and a creativity, but we've got the push, so persist definitely hits an Archon. Creativity, they need to find a fetch land, and we do have the fatal push for it. Demand Answers is a new one. Sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. What artifacts are they sacking though? I guess treasures. Looks like this is just Jund creativity. Not seen that for a little while. Okay, so yeah, the opponent needs exactly fetch land, but yeah, we have the answer to that as well. Opponent's been pretty mana screwed as well. Okay, good to get there. Game 1. So they look to be pretty heavy on the persist plan, so gonna want all of our graveyard hate. Necromancer seems good. Ashiok seems fine. We want the Edict. We want the Soul Guide Lantern. What don't we want? We want Cling to Dust. Wrench Mine doesn't seem that great. Fatal Push is okay. Shield Druid isn't that great. So Liliana's a bit of a weird one. Oh, we don't want... Oh, Pithing Needle. They're Jund. I think I'm going to cut the Pithing Needle. The Rack is an interesting one. Maybe we don't want loads of those of copies of those. Push is a weird one because it stops some creativity on creatures. Maybe we want I think I want Damnation. Shadow Spear. Let's trim a Shadow Spear as well, I think. And then it's some number of these. They're probably playing Fable, so Fatal Push is probably fine for that. Liliana making them discard, but it does make them sacrifice something. I think we'll cut one Liliana. Maybe try something like that. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay, so yeah, this hand is really good. We'll keep. So we get to go Inquisition and then play Voidwalker and then hopefully draw a land for Ashiok. Don't think I'm going to Urborg turn 1. Because if we draw a Saga, we're probably not playing it turn 2 anyway in case of Pick Your Poison. They could get Veil of Summit here. Looks like we are going to get Veil of Summit. Okay. You don't see much Veil of Summer anymore. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play a Voidwalker out next. Opponent shocks in. Okay, Renin 6. That's fine. We'll just play the Voidwalker. Okay, Marsh Flat's a good draw. Let's just go Urborg. So here we want to keep the Marsh Flats. We're probably gonna, yeah, we want to keep it actually, because if they ever get a Fable token out, then yeah, if they ever get a Fable token out, we're gonna want to what's it called? Get Revolt. Okay, so they discard Bloodstained Mire, Raucous Theatre. How does Ashiok work if I target the opponent with Dauthi Voidwalker on the field? If they mill them, do they mill them into exile here? So I don't know how that works. But now that we've drawn Bowmasters, I kind of want to keep those up, and we've got double Fatal Push as well. So yeah, here we're just gonna, I think I'm just going to attack them. Yeah, because we've got the Graveyard Hate out, so Ashiok, if anyone knows, I will look it up at some point after this, or maybe I'll pause it if it becomes relevant. I think here we don't want to play the Ashiok yet. I suppose it would have stopped them fetching. Okay, they deal 1 damage to our Void Walker, but we've got the Undying Evil. Looks like they're going to play another Wrenn and 6. So yeah, keeping up this Undying Evil. Very nice. So they should fetch now with that on the stack. I guess Bowmasters is usually pretty good to keep up, just because it kills the 1/1s. We'll ping the Wrenn and 6 now. Maybe we should just ping them actually. Okay, Liliana's interesting. I think I'm just attack them for 4, attack them for 1, attack Wrenn for 1. Oh, actually, yeah, no. So Wrenn can kill our Bowmaster. I'm just going to attack Wrenn. We can use a Fatal Push if they go for the fetch Dwarven Mine. Right, I'm just going to hold. Because the thing we lose to now is creativity. If they get the Dwarven Mine here, I'm just going to push it, I think. Because they haven't got Veil of Summer. Yeah. We don't want them to have Veil of Summer, obviously. I suppose now if they have to have another fetch land and creativity and Veil of Summer. Or that. Okay, so will they have Veil? If they do, we can Liliana the Archon. Maybe we weren't meant to go for that. Okay, opponents conceded. So they didn't have another Veil of Summer. Even if they did, like, well, actually, no. If they have Veil of Summer, we pretty much lose there because they can haste the Archon. So maybe we were meant to wait, actually, on that. Because, yeah, okay, so what we were meant to do is we were meant to wait on that Fatal Push, because if they go for it on 1 and they have Veil of Summer, we can kill both. If they go for it on 2, they have to tap out anyway. So actually that was pretty poor play, and a play that loses. I guess Veil of Summer here doesn't actually lose because it wouldn't. Oh yeah, okay. Actually, I think it's just worth saying. I should have done all this thinking beforehand, but let's say they have Veil of Summer, they Veil, they haven't then got the mana to haste them, so we discard the Ashiok, sacrifice the Orc army, and then we can Liliana away the token. So yeah, pretty good win over creativity. Let's move on to round 2. Right, on the play here for round 2, I think we're going to mulligan this. Like, well, we've got as a Saga and a Spell Bomb. We can Grief and Tell, but no, I think we're just not doing quite enough. Well, it's a 1-lander, I guess. We'd have to find another land. The opponent keeps. I think I'm going to keep bottom. Probably one of these 2 drops. Yeah, do the Edict. We might want the Needle. This hand is. I think this hand is worse. If we find a untapped land off the top, then this hand's really good because we can go Void Walker on 2 and then potentially double Thoughtseize on 3. So we have to play the land pass. see what the opponent's on. Oh, they've revealed, probably should have been looking at that. Revealed Gigantha, so it could be Zoo. Like Ragavan, turn 1 is what we really don't want to see. Land. That's not what we wanted to see either, but thoughtsees. They could stub here. Okay. So, Sacred Foundry, so... I think I want... Oh, what do we want to take here? Because they're going to go and get the Triome. I think I'm just going to take Scion. There you go, Carvu. Carvu's easier for us to kill. Yeah, I'm just going to have to take the Scion. Probably should have mulliganed again. So we need to draw land and then Fatal Push probably. Yep, so here comes the Carvu. Or just push now would be good. Pithing Needle a bad keep, but didn't know that in the end. Okay, we do find a land. Which is good. So they played the Carvu, played the Foundry. So I think we'll go Bowmasters. Yeah, I think we'll just go land. Land pass. And then Bowmasters try and save some life. Because if they try and draw a card, maybe we should have waited until we knocked it after all. They can just binding our Bowmaster. I'm just going to go for it now. Just ping them. Then we'll block the Carvu. Take less damage. We're going to play the Brawler here. Then have Leyline binding up. Okay, Urborg's actually a really good draw. So we could make a construct. But I think I'm just going to go... what is it? Is it Thoughtseize Void? I think it's just Thoughtseize Voidwalker. Next turn we could potentially get Shadow Spear. Play the land. Let's go Voidwalker. Thoughtseize. They drawn Bolt. Okay, they've drawn Bolt. Okay, that is a lot of Tribal Flames. So I think we just take the binding, so that, yeah, otherwise they go binding, blot. Yeah, we'll take the binding. Is that crazy? Take binding, block the Carvu, saves us 5 damage. But if they find another land, I'm just going to take the binding. Oh, yeah, they've So maybe we're meant to not block so that next turn we can block with Bowmasters and not dead after all, but if we don't do that, we're pretty much dead anyway. Hopefully they draw a card here. No. Okay, so I am just going to take the block, I think. Okay, they flamed us down to 6. Find a land, but then we make a token, block here. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay, Domain Zoo. So yeah, I kept a dodgy hand there. I don't know if it was better than going to 5. Probably not. I think the games, I will say, the games that I've struggled with this deck have been ones where we've missed on loads of lands. Right, so what do we want? We certainly don't want things like Pithing Needle. Oh, that was the rack. Spell Bomb, Pithing Needle can come out. We want Liliana's. Cling to Dust isn't great. Rent Mind is okay. We want Damnation. We want Fatal Push and Edict. So we could consider Torak, but they run enough red removal. I don't think we really want that. Break the Ice, no. Ashiok, no. None of this stuff. What do you think about this? Is there anything that stands out as being really bad? Don't think so, so we'll just go with it. Right, play first. Hopefully find a hand with some lands in it. Or, yeah, not all lands, obviously. This hand's really good, but we're gonna need another land. Like if we can find a land in the top 2 draws or so, but like this beats, you know, we've got something that kills Scion. We can Inquisition as well. We can beat Ragavan. Okay, Leyline. So we'll Inquisition. Okay, so they have a Scion, but we can just go take Brawler, pass the turn. Was that double Scion? Uh-oh. Okay, so we can't kill 2 Scions. So we're going to need to find some more stuff. Okay, Urborg's really nice though. So let's go land. We know they're going to play that. Let's go Voidwalker. So that... Oh, I played the wrong one. Oh no. Oh, I guess we found Urborg, so actually, yeah, I couldn't have played that. I was trying to tap this Urza Saga for black. There's Scion. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. So they're going to play another one. Like something like Liliana would be great. Voidwalker. Okay, so with that draw, I think I'm just going to play the Urborg. And then make a couple of tokens. Like get a Shadow Spear. Like the rack isn't going to do much for us here. Like Silent Draco is going to have lifelink, so okay, they find a land. Let's Scion. Make a construct. Okay, Marsh Flats. So we'll make another construct. get, I think, just Shadow Spear so we can start gaining some life. Play a land. Pass the turn. And it could have Stub. We don't want them to have another Scion. We do have Damnation in the deck. Okay, they add Gigantha. That's fine. Oh, it's got First Strike and all that stuff as well. That's really annoying. So you can't actually attack through it. Okay, another land. Let's go land, Voidwalker. Think I'm just going to hold up push and not dead after all. Okay, opponent's going to play their Gigantha, I think. But yeah, we can equip the Voidwalker, start gaining some life back. Finding Damnation or something would be ideal. Okay, there's Gigantha. We're in a lot of problems now. Like it pretty much needs to be Damnation. Or an Edict. Oh, another not dead. Okay, let's go equip here. Attack for 4, lifelink. I wonder if I'm meant to just... Oh, we can make them lose hexproof, which is interesting with Shadow Spear. I wonder if we're just meant to play another Voidwalker now. Yeah, probably. They can attack for 9. I can't block. I think we just take it. I could start throwing... Actually, I think I'm throwing these in front of the bus for now. Another land's not ideal. Okay. Attack with these two. Yikes. Okay, so they're going to binding the... Oh, the Shadow Spear. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a pretty big loss. These have got Trample as well. So yeah, I think the only out now is Damnation and for them to not have Stub. Yeah, take 9. They probably have Bolt or Tribal Flames or something. Yep. Okay. Well, that was rough. We just couldn't deal with the second Scion. If that Inquisition had been a Thoughtseize, I think we would have been pretty good. Or if we'd ever found another Shieldred's Edict. I wonder if we need to start running more Shieldred's Edicts. Yeah, don't know. But yeah, we'll move on. See you for round 3. Right, yeah, going to be on the play again here. 1 land. Well, gonna learn the lesson and mulligan the one lander. This is better. We'll keep this. Probably bottom one of these effects. Right. Are we going to lead with Urborg? No, I think we'll just lead with Marsh Flats Pass. Okay, Urza's Mine is not great. Okay, so what we want to do here, I think this came up in the last league as well. You can't respond to this with Bowmasters because it's a mana ability. So we're going to play this at sorcery speed so that we get the Bowmaster trigger. Okay. Obviously we really want a land now to get this Liliana down. See what the opponent finds with their Ancient Stirrings. They find Urza's Power Plant. Relic. Relic's fine. Okay, we find a land, which is good. So let's attack with everything. Obviously would have preferred a land that didn't just sacrifice itself. Play Urborg, keep this one. Liliana. What are we going to get rid of here? Probably just this Not Dead After All. Oh, maybe that was stupid because I mean we're so far away from this Shield Druid. Maybe we should just got rid of the rack in all honesty. Okay, so turn 3, does the opponent have Tron? Of course they do. Okay, do they have the payoff as well? Haven't had the most disruptive of hands. Hand more suited to playing a sort of grindy game. Could be Khan, yeah. What's Khan gonna get? Could get O-Stone. Pithing Needle. Okay, so I think they're going to Pithing Needle the Liliana. Oh, they've got Dismember as well. Shouldn't have got rid of this Not Dead After All. So they draw a card and they play Pithing Needle. Gonna name Lily. Okay, Grief's pretty good. Oh, I shouldn't have got rid of that Not Dead After All. Okay, so we have to attack Khan here, stop them getting like a Worm Coil or something. Grief, pitch Shield Druid. Khan liberated. Okay, play the rack. So they have nothing of note in hand. I guess they could animate Pithing Needle to block. Or obviously they could rip something huge. Looks like they are playing Khan Liberated. Okay, they don't tick up on Pithing Needle. They play the Forest. If this isn't anything big, that's 6 mana. Oh, that's really bad. Now we need to find exactly Voidwalker off the top. No. Okay. Yeah, just needed to buy 1 turn there. We have a real hard time dealing with Worm Coil. Obviously a very, very good draw, but it's Tron. They have a lot of good top decks there with 8 mana available. So Necromancer, we got 2 lots of Break the Ice. We want the Pithing Needle, the Damping Spheres, probably the Edict. Cut all the Fatal Pushes. The Wrench Mine is not great because they usually have an artifact. Shadow Spear can go. Spell Bomb can go. Shield Dred's a bit expensive. Clinged Dust isn't great. Could consider Ashiok to stop them searching. You got 1 more, so it's the best of all of these. It's not push. Could be Wrench Mind. Ashiok stops Sylvan Scrying Expedition map. There's a Saga in a pinch. I think I'm just going to keep in the Wrench Mind. Like late game, if they have, you know, 2 Planeswalkers in hand or something, it can be good. I think this is fine. Try this. Right, certainly like to play first. This hand is very, very disruptive, but we have no pressure. But I don't think we can mulligan a hand with triple discard and a Damping Sphere. Let's lead with Inquisition. They got Tower, Saga. Okay, so we'll just take the map. We've got 2 threats, but we can take both of those with Thoughtseize. We'll probably just double Thoughtseize here. Okay, another Urborg. Because we can't double Thoughtseize next turn. What are we going to take? So we'll take Khan, Thoughtseize. We could take Dismember. We've got this Not Dead after all. I think this has got Unearth 8. I'm just going to take the Dismember, I think. So I've got 4 cards in hand. One of them is a Saga though, which is worrying. Yeah, there's Saga. So I don't need to play Damping Sphere yet. Oh, I wish I'd... Okay, so let's go and keep this one. Probably should have saved the the Voidwalker. Sorry, I didn't save the Thoughtseize, but I think this is okay. Play the Mine. So now we're going to play the Damping Sphere. Wouldn't mind a land here. Yeah, we'll play it now. They could go and get Haywire Might. Do you think they're running Haywire Might? So they go they make a token, get Haywire Might, play the Forest. I guess if they go at some point Cityscape Leveler, and destroy the Voidwalker, we could Not Dead after all it. Do we think they've got Haywire Might in post sideboard? But he's going to go and get a map to make Tron. Okay, Sphere is fine. They play the forest. Find a map. I guess I could also search for Boseiju. Okay, let's find something good. Saga is good. So play the Saga. What have they got? They got Sphere. Don't really want to cast any of those. Yeah, the trouble is they can map for a Boseiju the Sphere. We're also at risk of just being beaten down by these tokens. What we needed really, I guess, is like Grief. Grief, not dead after all, and then for them to have an Ulamog or something. So Sylvan Scrying. We get Boseiju. They do have another green mana. They don't have the other Tron piece though, I don't think. Bowmaster. Interesting. Still nothing of note really. Like we could play another Saga or something. But they're gonna Boseiju our Damping Sphere anyway. Yep. So go and get Swamp. So what we can do potentially, hopefully they don't have the other Tron piece to cast the Leveler. They can't do it if they have to search. We got 7 mana. These are only 2/2s now, so we can do some things with Bowmasters. Can't, the Great Creator's rough. What are they going to get? Could get some of that Worm Coil, I guess. They get Pithing Needle, but why? Oh, they could name Douthie, I guess. If they name these, will become 3/3s. I think that's fine. They name it as a Saga. I think that's better than making a token here because we're probably going to block anyway. Okay, name it as a Saga, and they have a map, so they're now 4/4s. It's pretty rough. Okay, so go Bowmaster. Right, so if we shoot one, double block, and then not dead after all, it would kill a construct, which is what I think we want to do. Yeah. So shoot one of these. Double block. And then, yeah, not dead after all, the Bowmaster. And then we can attack. Bring this back. kill this one, make the guy. Then we can attack everything at Karn, and then cast Karn potentially. Okay, so we get another Void Walker. So we'll float a black. We could get Pithing Needle. They've got Leveler. Do we just want to race? Let's just check the sideboard. Do you have any artifacts that could help? Soul Guide Lantern, none of those things. So we could get Pithing Needle named Karn. I think I'm just going to... What if we get the Rack? Kill Karn. If they go Leveler when it attacks. We know that's one of their cards in hand. Do I just want to deal them extra damage with the Rack? Kind of. But Pithing Needle... So the Rack would only deal 1, whereas if we get Pithing Needle named Karn... that stops future Karns as well. Okay, I'm just going to get Pithing Needle. Karn, the Great Creator. Then we can go play another Void Walker. I think we're playing quite a lot into... attack them, attack them. We're playing quite a lot into... Oh, I've just thrown away the game, right? Oh, I needed to not block with... Oh, can't believe I've done that. Because now they just go Leveler, destroy the army, win the game. Oh, I can't believe it's done that. So we attack with this... We don't attack with either of these. We block with Orcish Bowmasters, not dead after all it, and then win the game next turn. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. That was a huge punt. I mean, they've got to destroy the right thing, but they're going to. Oh, okay. Probably should have killed Karn. What do they go and get here, though? I suppose they can just get Ballista. So it's still on, potentially. Maybe we should have just killed Karn. Yeah, didn't consider that. So the opponent goes and gets Ballista. They can only play it on 2. They attack here, we block, and then attack for the win. They've got 1 card in hand. They haven't played a land yet. They could go and get a land. They get Ensnaring Bridge, which is pretty good. Okay, so we'll go block here. Okay. Yeah, should have killed Karn while we had the chance. Okay, there's Bridge. They got 1 card in hand. Is there anything exiled that could... Boseiju doesn't work. I guess we can go Saga. We could play Saga to go and get another Needle. Oh, yeah, okay. So do I want to not dead after all the Void Walker? Probably. Okay, so let's just go not dead after all here. So, or we could search for our own. What's better? Searching for our own. I'm just going to get the Saga. Play that. Pass the turn. Guess the trouble is they can go tick up and then next turn tick down to get oh yeah, okay, that was just, I think I just played pretty badly. We got really punished there. So if we instead, if we kill Khan, they'd have been at 9 life. They kill Khan, we kill Khan, they'd have been at 9. They couldn't have fetched things like the bridge, but then they level her anyway. Don't know, I think it would have been difficult. Just kept a hand without any pressure was the problem. But there we go. I don't think Tron's that bad a matchup, especially with some of the sideboard that we've got. Okay, well, we'll move on to round 4. Okay, let's keep this hand on the play, I think. Ideally, we're going to go turn 2 Voidwalker, turn 3 Wrenchmind. Hopefully they discard something good. Also hoping to find another land. Waterlogged Grove. Noble Hierarch. Right, okay, so don't know what this means, but pretty good given we've got this Bowmaster. Don't see Noble Hierarch too often. Usually ignoble Hierarch out of a... Oh, so it is Infect. Okay, Grief is obviously a fantastic draw here. Let's exile a Voidwalker. Okay, so we'll just take the pump spells, I think. Yeah, we'll just go Might of Old Cruiser, not dead after all the grief. Just take Vines. Not seen him Infect for a while. Okay, they play the Hierarch. I mean, yeah, we're just double blocking here. I mean, they could have found mutagenic growth, but I think the upside of blocking here is just so high. So they have double spell pierce. Okay, another Voidwalker. So let's just add black. Could get... No, Pithing Needle's not great. The rack is okay. Spell Bomb. Shadow Spear doesn't really do anything. I'm just going to get the rack and try and race, I think. Okay, they get rid of a couple of Spell Pierce. Trouble is, we are short on land again. Got rid of that Vines. I'm going to play a Blighted Agent, I'd imagine. So yeah, we're just trying to race here, really. Okay, Inquisition. We'll do that now. Okay, that's good. I can't block Grief anyway. I'm just going to start bolting them every turn. They go to 5. Another elf, so they can now block the Grief. But I'm still attacking. Okay. Still short on lands. We can't kill the Grief. They have to block. They'll probably draw a card. Does shrink the Grief. But yeah, they need something very good to get out of this. Okay, so lots of old familiars in the deck by the look of it. They are running Spell Pierce in the main. So what do we want to bring in? Fatal Push and Shieldred's Edict for sure. Possibly Damnation as well. Shieldred's not great. Cling to Dust isn't great. Spell Bomb. Do they run the Delve spell though? What's it called? +6/+6. Can't remember the name of it. I don't think they do. Pithing Needle. Torak doesn't block anything. Spell Bomb. Ashiok's not great. Maybe we just want Shieldred, but 4 mana card. Yeah, let's keep Shieldred in. Like, I'm not overly convinced about Shieldred, but it's a brave Infect person to play Infect with the amount of Orcish Bowmasters running around in the format. It's a very good answer to a lot of what they're trying to do. Well, maybe we should be cutting Shadow Spear as well. Gaining life doesn't really help us. This sounds great. They've kept 6. Okay, Hierarch. Okay, another good draw there. So let's go Swamp, Grief, Pit, Shieldred. So they get Veil of Summer. I think I'm just going to take both creatures. Although they don't have... Oh yeah, they've got enough land. We'll take Blighted Agent. I'm just going to take the Elf. Like, this opens us up. You know, we're going to Inquisition and they're going to Veil of Summer, but then that strips the Veil of Summer for this Liliana. Okay, so they've got Distortion Strike, Veil of Summer. Thoughtseize not the best draw. I think we're going to, yeah, we'll attack. I think I am just going to Inquisition. Oh, I should have Thoughtseized here because it would have saved us some life. Like, we want to get rid of Veil. because Liliana's Edict effect does say target. Another Hierarch. Okay, push is good. So actually what we'll do now is just go land Thoughtseize. Just take mutagenic growth. Push here. Attack for 4. So they've got Distortion Strike. Is a sorcery Distortion Strike. They could have Spell Pierce, I guess. Just going to go Lily here. I'm going to try an Edict because otherwise they'll just attack and kill the Lily potentially. Keep the Urborg in hand because it can generate our 4th mana for something like a Shieldred next turn. This might just be the concession. Yeah. Okay, so our deck's pretty well set up to beat Infect, just so much removal and hand attack as well. But yeah, so we're 2-2. Let's see if we can close out a 3-2. Right, we're on the play. I think this is the 5th time on the play in a row. Mulligan this one. If any of these was a grief, I think we'd keep. But yeah, gonna mulligan. I mean, we will keep. Put this on the bottom. I think I'm just going to go play the rack. We'll go Mishra's Factory first. Because next turn we can go Urborg. Urborg, Dalthy. Misty Rainforest. Ooh, Thoughtseize. Okay, so I think I'll just go land pass. And then next turn we can go Voidwalker, Thoughtseize. I guess we could have played the Voidwalker here so we could instantly do it. They shocked in. Maybe this was wrong. Maybe we should have played the Voidwalker. Sulphur Falls is interesting. Maybe we're meant to Thoughtseize then play Voidwalker in the face of things like Bolt. They put 2 on the top. Well, they just definitely have a Bolt, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is just go Urborg. I'm going to Thoughtseize first. Like I'm just pretty confident they've got a Bolt or a Heat. Okay, they don't, but they have Flame of Anor. Okay, so I'm going to take... Oh, this hand's really good. I'm going to take the Stern Scolding, I think, and then play Voidwalker. Well, this isn't great. We don't know what they topped. They do have Flame of Anor. So now we're going to cast... Oh, they can snap Scolding, which is pretty good, actually. how bad is that for us? I think I'm not going to attack with Voidwalker. We'll just go land. If I go Grief, they go Snap, Scolding. Otherwise they're just snapping for no value. I think I'm just going to play another Rack. And then I think just pass the turn. Because if they go... Oh, they can just kill this though. Yeah, maybe that was an error. But running out of Naked Snap, I suppose now they go kill this, kill this. At least it exiles it, I suppose. At least they didn't get a 2-for-1 with their snap as well. Okay, so they're drawing 2 cards, so we'll let that go because we want it to be exiled. Rather than because now future Dalthies can cast it and they can't snap it back. I want to draw... Ooh, that's interesting. We know they have Spell Pierce though. If they haven't got another Stern Scolding. Flame. Oh, these flames are just going to get us. Because they've got the Voidwalker. I'm just going to take a Flame of an Ore. I think then we potentially block with Grief. If they don't kill it, which they're probably just going to kill it. Yeah, they draw 2 cards. See. Okay, Bowmasters is a good draw. I think we just do that right away. Yeah, because otherwise they might have Snap, Stern Scolding. Which would be pretty bad. I think I'm just going to attack as well. Like if they use a removal spell on Mishra's Factory, they don't use it on the Bowmasters, which is good. Yeah, they bolt the Bowmasters. We get in for 2. They do still have Spell Pierce and Lauren revealed. They could just draw 3 cards. So that's what they're going to do. Might even cut the Rack. Flame Slash. Okay. So we're going to play Liliana now. Gets around the Spell Pierce. Flame Venor cannot deal damage to Planeswalkers. Apparently it was pushed for, but there were no Planeswalkers in Middle-earth, so wouldn't have made sense from a flavour point of view. Okay, we find another swamp. I think I am gonna play it. Like, I don't think they run any bounce effects in the main. Okay, Tidebinder is pretty brutal, I suppose, but it's not too bad. Did forget they run often a playset of this. Gonna try and block with Mishra's Factory here. Oh, it loses all abilities actually, Liliana. It's another Lorien revealed. That's pretty scary. Will we see an attack? No attacks. Wonder if they've got counter spell up. Saga's one of our best draws. I wonder if I meant to just attack with Mishra's Factory now. Yes, I think so. Stop them having a wizard is nice. Like, they don't really want to block, I guess. These racks are just never doing any damage. I might even side them out for this match. Okay, attacking our face. Okay, Inquisition's a nice draw. So I think that gives us enough mana to do everything we want to here. Make the factory attack. Okay, counterspell's fine. Get another swing in with the factory, potentially. Like, if they have Snapcaster, it's so bad for us. What's this? 3 mana. But yeah, Snap Flame is pretty awful. Attack for 2. Well, get in for a couple of points of damage. I guess they could go Snap, Bolt, Face. Quite a lot of damage. They didn't do anything end of turn, which is interesting. They got 7 cards in hand. Maybe they've got another Tidebinder. I don't think I'm going to block here. I suppose we're dead to like triple bolt. They could Tidebinder this one. That might be what it is. If they don't have multiple Tidebinders. Well, that's a good draw. Make a construct. Could get Spell Bomb, could get Shadow Spear. I think it's just Spell Bomb. Then we'll go push this one. Okay, they counter, which is fine. How much do we care about? Oh no, we've got a 4/4 now. We'll attack for 2 here. They go to 6. I guess Bolt hurts us a little bit. Oh, Flame Slash is really rough. Maybe we shouldn't have animated the factory last turn. Don't know what saves us now. Something like Cling to Dust, maybe. That doesn't. Okay, so that's. Okay, they could have another Tidebinder or something, I guess. Okay, we just draw another land. That was pretty rough. Yeah, I think we might trim on the racks, although maybe the way we win this is to get them very empty-handed very early, but they're quite bad to draw. Like they're just drawing so many cards with the flames. Soul Guide Lantern is good. We want that one. We don't want Pithing Needle. Torak's not great. Fatal Push. We don't really want Wrench Mind, I don't think. Cling to Dust is good. Shieldred's good. Could consider Ashiok. Keep exiling their graveyard isn't too bad. Could be Ashiok. I don't think it's Damnation. Fatal Push and Edict are pretty good as well. I think Fatal Push is probably slightly better than Edict. Is there anything we want to... Is there anything we feel like we're missing? I think that's probably okay. Right, yep, we'll play first here. This hand isn't very good. I think I'm going to have to mulligan. This hand isn't great either. We'll keep and bottom and not dead after all. Just really need to find a grief. Because time is probably not on our side. They could have brought in Blood Moon as well, thinking about it. Don't think I want to go down to 5 though, especially with the opponent keeping 7. We've got a lot of disruption here. It might be that we go... I might not cast anything on turn 1. Although if they have Spell Pierce, yeah, let's see what they have. Consider. Okay, so when in doubt, take the Snapcaster Mage. I think that probably rings true here. Yeah, we'll take the Snapcaster Mage. So they've got a Dress Down, which is interesting. That also kills all of our Saga tokens, if we ever make any. So yeah, they've got a pretty nice hand. Play the Delta and pass. Okay, we find the Grief. That is an amazing draw. Okay. So let's go flats, Grief, Exile, Thoughtseize. So they didn't draw. Okay, so I think I'm just going to take the flame. Or we could take consider and then scam, take flame. Then they can't do anything this turn. They can't look for a bolt. Yeah, okay. So take consider, scam. Take flame. Just try and ride the grief to victory. I guess Urborg does give them a type. Okay, so we won't play it yet. Attack for 4. Because yeah, Urborg, like they might be splashing white or something for EE. They're probably not, but okay, they do shock in, dress down. Okay, so what have they? They played the dress down. They played the flooded strand. So we're going to keep this marsh flats up for fatal push purposes. Okay, Thoughtseize pretty good. I think I'm going to save the Thoughtseize though. That we only really get punished if we draw exactly Shieldred. Another dress down. But yeah, I want to save the Thoughtseize to potentially clear out a counter spell for if we draw Liliana or yeah, something like that. So they could have a bolt here. They've played the island. Got some. Oh, it's Flame of Anor. Yeah. Okay, so they kill that. They go to 7. We really. This is a huge turn here. Oh, come on. Just needed. We really needed to draw something big there. Hitting land is not good. Let's Shieldred. Liliana. Urza Saga would have been fine. Okay, well, if we're going to draw something, might as well draw Castle Loch Thwain, I guess. So, do we just Thoughtseize now? No, I don't think so. Our life total is not under too much pressure at the moment. I guess we could draw now. No, we don't want to get Tishana's. What is this? Lauren revealed? Okay. Not lucky enough to have a Orcish Bowmasters, but that probably means the fact that they waited till now, so they probably have some sort of I'm going to sacrifice this. I don't want to. Could have just played the Urborg, I guess. Oh god. Oh, draws are just awful. Do I just want to Thoughtseize now? Again, I think like we might as well, because this is gonna cost us less life then, and we're gonna want to draw cards. Wow, they have so many good cards here. Stern Scalding's really good. Flame of Anor's good. I think I just need to take the Flame. Stern Scalding's really good, I guess. But we don't really want them drawing even more cards. Take the Flame. I mean, we're going to be drawing anyway. Consider. Probably shouldn't have played the land first because Mistress Factory would have been quite nice there. We are at 11. Oh, another Marsh Flats is not what we want. I wonder if I'm meant to draw more cards. Probably. Especially if they go for another Lorium revealed. Ah, they drew Blood Moon. Got Tidebinder as well. Brilliant. So yeah, now we just, I mean, I say just, we need to draw, I don't really know. Shieldred would be really good. Oh, we have not had a lot of luck here. And then we're just going to get beaten down by this Tidebinder, unfortunately. But if we can draw Shieldred, we can draw... Fatal Push doesn't do it here. I guess Fatal Push can do it because we can play the Saga out. Gonna EE on 2 probably. Okay, EE on 2 is fine. Spell Bomb is actually not too bad. I think I'm just going to do it now because I want to draw a card. That's a Grief. So we are going to play that. But we need to get the Stern Scalding out of there sometime. Yeah. Okay, so they've got one card in hand. Maybe we should have waited on the Grief until we could have found something like Double Spell. Well, that's not very good. Dead to Bolt. Dead to another Tidebinder. Deck's really cool. Like we can find again. We can find exactly Shieldred, but that's about it now. Probably. Like they could just have Bolt as well. What is this? Draw 3. We're so close. If we'd drawn a Bowmasters. Oh, they found the Bolt. Yeah, there were some key turns where we needed to draw gas there that we just drew land. The Grief almost got there, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like we did get a little bit unfortunate with that one. But there we go. Let me know if there was anything that I did miss that could have been done better. I think the deck's really good. I definitely made a few errors. But yeah, I think the deck's really good. Going to keep playing it. It's definitely a contender for what I'm going to be playing for a little while now, I think. But hope everyone enjoyed that. Please do let me know in the comments if you saw anything that's worth discussing. But otherwise, I'll see you again next time. Cheers.